Hey, what is up, guys? It's Z, and welcome back to another TubeCast. Now, today we've got a special guest and another good friend of mine by the Gamerhood. Welcome, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right.
That's the way. That's the way. So we're gonna ask a bunch of questions for everyone to have a listen at and have your insight on everything. And all right, let's get started. So. Gamerhood, how long you been doing YouTube for, man? Like, when did it all begin for you, and what actually got you interested in streaming and having a YouTube channel?
Oh, that's a question and a half. I've been doing YouTube for about a year and 5 months actually. Um,
Yeah.
and the first ever video that I put out, I'm actually embarrassed about, but anyway, um, it was in July. Was it July 22nd, 2018, and it was Cubert. Um, that was the first thing I ever like the rebooted version of Qbert. Um, so I brought that out, and what I got into pretty much YouTubing because my kids love Minecraft,
Yeah.
and because they've got two houses, like they stay with their mum and they come and visit me as well. Um, when they were at this house, like my house and stuff, they would play Minecraft a lot with me, and I would be building things like statues and just silly wee things like that. And my youngest actually turned round and went, "Daddy, you know what? See, when we're not here, could you record some videos and of you building?" And I was like, "I can do."
Yeah.
So I built Steve as a statue and Alex, the female one, a statue with I think it was a crate, like a chest, but it was an open
Okay.
chest with like things coming out the top and stuff, like a sword, an apple. I think there was a potion bottle.
Hi, that's similar to the way I started. With my youngest one saying, "Oh, can you build that?" So that is interesting. So it doesn't take for anybody that just wanted to know, it doesn't take to be a rocket scientist to create a YouTube channel. It's just like if someone says do this or play that, and you just go along and do it, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
cool. So you're a gamer and you're a Minecrafter,
yep.
um, and obviously you have a lot of fun doing that. Which one do you prefer to do if you had to choose between the games and the Minecraft?
Oh, I really can't choose between the both. I really I love both because when you go and play Minecraft, you can be a big kid again.
Yeah.
Um, like like building blocks and stuff. I used to love playing with building blocks and Legos and stuff like that as well. So Minecraft, it just expands your mind. It just to do whatever you want. You can just like you can build a house, you could build a city, you can build a planet
Mm.
so it's really hard because I love Minecraft for the kids as well. They love Minecraft. Um, and with the gaming side of it, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I love the gore, the zombies, and all different things like that, like Assassin's Creed and Thief that I'm playing the now. I like medievally type games as well. So it's a hard one. I can't really choose between the two because it really depends on your mood. If you want to be a big kid, go play Minecraft, be a big kid. If you want to go play something like slasher, killer, go and play, I don't know, 7 Days to Die or something like that. That is really hard. I can't really choose between the two because I love both.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think I could label myself to one thing. I think I'd
Yeah.
have to split myself up between the two. So back when you started creating content,
Mhm.
um, who was your influences back then? Like, who did you used to watch and be inspired and stuff like that with back when you first started?
Well, when I first started, I had Minecraft on PlayStation 3. and I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I was just this wee guy running about and like, what they do, punch trees. It's like, that's impossible. Like, I'm sitting punching trees. What? I didn't know what I was doing. And then I was like, there's got to be more to this game. So I just decided one day, let's go on YouTube, see what's what, see what the gist of this game is. And I
Yeah.
saw people building stuff. And I was like, you know what? Actually, I'm a huge Star Wars fan as well. Why not put in YouTube how to build, I don't know, a X-Wing or something? And I did. I put an X-Wing, came up. Whoa, Lord Dakar. Oh, who's this? Have a wee swatch at him. Looked at his content and that, and I was like, oh, nice. He's done a load of Star Wars stuff, and I was really glued to his sort of stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let's see what else I can look up. So I put in like medieval stuff, and lo and behold, Jester Wish appeared. I was like, oh, nice. Who's this guy? Blah, blah, blah. Have a look. And then one day I had sat and I was like, I actually a big child. I watched the real Ghostbusters, the cartoon.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I sat on Netflix one day, bored out my head, and I was like, you know what? Let's see what's on. And it popped up, the real Ghostbusters, and I went, you know what? Let's go back to my childhood here. So I sat and watched it, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if I could build that Ghostbusters house. So put it in, Ghostbusters Firehouse. Lo and behold, Zarius HD.
Yay!
Yay, wonder who that could be. So there I go, built that. And then after I had built the fire station, I saw Ecto 1 parked inside it, and I was like, I wonder if he's got a tutorial on that as well. And you did. So then I was
Yeah.
like, right, let's go with the 80s theme here just to see. So I was like, I'm a huge Batman fan as well. Let's see if there's anything Batmobile. Batmobile popped up, Zarius HD. Fair dues. Built that. Went away and built the Turtles truck, which was from your channel as well, funny
Yeah.
enough. And Scooby Doo, and there was a couple of other vehicles as well. And then I saw I think it was the 50s diner, and I sat and built that. And
Yeah.
I built that, and then so I had built the Ghostbusters house and the firehouse, the firehouse, sorry, and the diner. And then I started on what was it? The drive-through, the drive-in,
Mm.
and that took me ages. I've got this list, and it's like, wait, it's just trying to fit the time in,
Yeah.
because having a family and that as well, it's like you need to sort of squeeze in for your YouTubing.
Well,
Um,
that's one of the things I was talking to, because I interviewed Jester Wish and I interviewed Smithers Boss,
mhm,
and I'm interviewing you, and it's one of the things as being a content creator is that the viewers expect and want uh, specific content on every single day, and I don't think they grasp how the concept of what actually goes into creating a Minecraft build or a Let's Play for a game
mhm.
to, you know, sort everything out that you need to do during the day to actually come on to play a game or do a tutorial and get it out. It's a lot, but you are known for your Minecraft statues as well, aren't you?
Yeah, that is one thing that I've had loads of people give me like different ideas from. As I said, from superheroes to monsters, like old classic monsters to you name it. I've had a list as long as a piece of string, basically.
Yeah,
And it's just trying to find time to actually fit them in. As I said, because of family life, and then obviously working and shopping, and everything like that. It's just you've got a personal life as well as your
yeah,
YouTubing life.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, but for anyone who's watching this video, be sure to go check out the Gamerhood. He's on 270 subscribers now, and he's a family-friendly gaming and Minecraft channel. And he does other things as well, which we'll get into in a second. But I want to carry on with this, like who are the influences and stuff like that, because obviously when you first start doing your channel, your influences seem to change over time, and some keep the same. But looking at your channel today and your choice of watching content on other people's channels, who are your influences today? Like, who do you actually like to watch on YouTube
Oh,
today?
today,
Yeah.
well, still Lord Daka. I can't if say nothing bad there. I still love watching what Lord Daka puts out. Jester Wish, I'm glad he's back. I missed the guy. You know, he's got an awesome band as well. I need to throw that in there. Really, his music is fantastic. The Texas Flood is awesome. So you need to listen to his music. Trust me, it's awesome. Still, I listen to that as well as follow him on YouTube. I feel like a stalker with that, but anyway. Um, Still follow yourself, and also follow Blood Rose, your
Yeah.
other beloved. Yes. And also this other odd person that's new to the channel. He goes by Teridius. You heard of him? Yeah, I follow Teridius as well. Um, but yeah, there's a few others. Like there's what is it? So another Minecrafter, and I can't remember his name for the life of me. My wee and loves him. Oh, what's his name?
That's the thing. That there's so many Minecrafters out there that building the content and stuff like that. It's like
Yeah.
every 10 minutes, there's a new channel popping up with all
Hmm.
Minecraft content and stuff like that. But you watch a whole variety of gaming channels and Minecrafters for as you
Yeah.
said, the young ones as well, and obviously we gain inspiration from them and some new ideas and stuff. But yeah, that's cool, man. That's good, and it's good that you actually involve your little ones as well
Yeah, why
into that
not?
whole thing.
They love it as well, you know. They like I've done. I think I've done about two, maybe three videos where like there's one actually that I've put out which was Minecraft. Oh no, the kids have taken over or something, and it's all them just playing about with Minecraft. But yeah, they love it as well. They like to get involved.
Yeah,
So I didn't mind
and
it that.
there's another side to you as well. Now I don't know if the watchers know this. Like they see you put up the Minecraft tutorials and statues and video games and that. But
Yeah.
apart from just the video games and Minecraft, you do a lot of charity work, right? And like you've got charity tattoos that you've had, which you've actually made videos of as well.
Yes, I have. Yeah. Um, we done a what was it? First charity tattoo that we did was for Click Sergeant, which is a charity that's very close to my heart because when I worked in Weatherspoon, um, well, a long, long time ago, we did their main charity that they go to is Click Sergeant. So when my tattoo artist said he was doing a charity tattoo, I was like, you know what? I could go for this. And mother half, Mrs. G, she said as well. So I got a voodoo doll because it was round about Halloween at the time. So I got
Yeah,
a voodoo doll. But to be fair, it actually looks like a voodoo bread man, like a wee gingerbread man. But it's a voodoo doll. It is. Um, and Mrs. G keeps calling it my voodoo bread man.
yeah,
um, she got, I think it was a flower or something. She got like flowers, a couple of flowers on her for her charity tattoo. And for that charity, we actually made £600 for Click Sergeant, and that
that's not
was
bad.
with all the tattoos. And then the second tattoo we got was for Alzheimer's UK, and it was on, weirdly enough, May the 4th, Star
Yeah,
Wars, and I got a BB-8. And
nice.
Mrs. G, she got Wicket, the wee Ewok. Um, and that actually made, if I mind right, £870 for that
Wow.
charity. Yeah, and the videos, yeah, we asked Kevin, our tattooist, if it would be okay to stream like the video.
Hmm.
Um, and he says, yeah, that's fine. He wouldn't normally do it because you get scratching. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's folk trying to be tattooists and they're not. It's just they make a total mess, basically. And
Yeah.
he's like, he was like, no, I know it's going to, you're doing it for a good thing and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, Kev, and he's a brilliant tattooist. I've got like umpteen tattoos from him. But yeah, the videos are up there.
So you also do a lot of volunteering for children's parties. I like you put the costumes on for the youngsters and do that for kids' parties. You want to tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, what happened was I got into that a long, long, long time ago. Um, and what it was is when one of our friends came up to us and said, "Look, we're trying to do a fundraiser for their grandson." And I was like, "All right, no problem. What do you need?" Just dress up as a couple of characters and things like that. And I was like, "Right, no bother." So we went and done this big charity fair thing, fundraiser for their grandson Declan, and he's a brilliant boy. He was. Unfortunately, he lost his fight to cancer.
Oh, no.
Uh, that's what we were doing the charity for, to raise money for him and that. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. But we dressed up that day. I dressed up as Spider Man. My mate dressed up as the Red Spider Man, because I dressed up as the Black Spider Man. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. So we had the red one and the black one. I also dressed up as Marshall for Paw Patrol. Um, I also dressed up as, who was the other one? Mr. Tumble, and that's funny in its own. See, when I tell you about Mr. Tumble, oh no! See, the rest of them, they were all fine. Superhero, Paw Patrol, Mr. Tumble. Right, here we go. This laddie ran up to me, right,
Yeah.
and I thought he wanted a cuddle. So Gamerhood goes down on his knees and goes, "Hiya!" But right in the middle, this wee laddie kicked me. I went down like a sack of tatties, I tell you. And the thing is, I'm cursing and swearing under my breath in this costume, rolling about, and they're all laughing at me, thinking it was part of the thing. And I was like, "Oh, you think that?"
Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah. Sometimes it's when you're a character, it's not straightforward. You do get like hit and grabbed, and yeah, it's sometimes uncomfortable. But I also, when mother half, she worked at Weatherspoons as well. We both worked at Weatherspoons, and it was around Christmas time, and I dressed up as an elf for Santa Claus. Yay! My nickname was Nincompoop the Elf.
Is it really?
Yeah, so I done that for a couple of times. And there was one time after Christmas, I was just in eating in Witherspoon, with Mrs. G, and this wee girl walked past me, and she kept staring at me. And I was like, "What's that wee girl staring at me for?" And she kept doing it. Like, she would walk past 2 or 3 times staring at me. And her
Yeah.
mother turned around and says, "You need to stop staring. You need to stop staring." And she goes, but, Mum, look who it is. Look who it is." And she's like, "Who is it?" "It's Santa's elf. It's Santa's elf." "It's not Santa's elf." "Where?" "Over there." And she kept pointing. And her mum looked over and went, "I'm really sorry." And then she came over and went, "I'm really sorry. My daughter has this thing in her head that you are Santa's elf." And I went, "Oh yeah, I was Nincompoop the elf for Santa when he was in here." And she went, "That's right." She still remembers you, because she was so scared to go up to Santa Claus. It was me actually got the wee girl to go up to Santa. Like, she
Yeah.
actually sat on my knees. She didn't sit in Santa's. She hated Santa for some reason, but she was all right with me. Because obviously Santa's got the bushy beard and things like that, and I looked a bit like I was sitting in like green, white, red, dangling feet, bells on my feet and all that, and I looked like a right, you know what. But anyway, um, but she felt, because I went down to her level and I went, "It's okay," and I spoke to her like on her level. She got that comfort. But Santa's in a chair and he's up higher, and she was a bit scared, and she was like, "No, no, no, I want to sit with the elf. I don't want to sit in his knee." And she got the photo and things like that. She got the present of Santa, and she, like, stuck in her head. And the one thing that sticks in my head as well is we had a kids' day um, in Weatherspoons as well at the time. and this wee girl, I'm sure she had autism or something,
Hmm.
and we had colouring sheets out of the characters, and we handed them out. And I was Sky at the time. My pal, he went Marshall because of the height difference. He was taller, so obviously I had to go the female character. That was fun. Um,
No.
but because I was smaller. Um, so this wee girl, she walked up to me and she gave me a cuddle and things like that. So I was getting her a cuddle, and she handed me the colouring of Sky, and she turned
Yeah.
round and said, "I love you, Sky. You are my hero." And no word
Oh
of
wow.
lies, no word of lie, I started crying. Actually,
Yeah.
inside the suit, I was crying. So Mrs. G was actually standing next to me and was like, "Okay, Sky needs to go out to the toilet now, blah, blah, blah," something like that. And I went away
Just
back through the back and I took that head off, and the tears were streaming down my face.
yeah. You
And I
just had to take like 5 minutes to regain yourself again.
Yeah, because I mean, say I made that wee girl's day. You know what I mean? She
Hmm.
saw me as her hero, even though it wasn't me; it was the costume. But I love doing these kind of things. Like I've done beer festivals as Sky and all that as well for the kids. Like face painting and all that stuff. I don't do the face painting because I couldn't do it if I was paid. But I just like seeing the kids' faces and you know, seeing them light up when they see you is a good feeling, and
Yeah.
it makes you feel like you've done something for that day, you've accomplished something. It's like I've made that child happy, I've made that kid happy, and they're going to go away and tell their friends that they met Sky or Marshall or Spidey or Batman or anything like that.
You've done a lot of things like that's what I mean. Like a lot of people will be sitting back and saying, "Oh yeah, we watch the Gamerhood and we see him put out the Minecraft stuff and the gameplay stuff." But this is great to hear that he's done so much. I mean, the next question I was going to ask is like back in the day before all the Gamerhood began, was using the actual Army Cadets.
Yeah.
What did you actually do in the Army Cadets? Because I know
Well,
there's a lot of people out there that are into like military stuff and army and
yeah. Well, when you're at that stage in your life and you're 12-year-old and you haven't a clue what to do apart from go and play football, like go outside, play football, cause havoc, whatever. I didn't want
yeah,
to do that. Well, I still played football with my pals and that, but I wanted to do something different. And when I was younger, I was in the Beavers and the Cubs and the Scouts. I was in all of that, but I wanted something different. And my uncle, he was in the TA, the Argyle Southern Highlanders, which was the TA, and my granddad was in the Navy, um, a lot in World War One and Two. So the military was there, and I used to love running about like a dafty in the fields with a stick, pretending it was a machine gun. You know what I mean? At that stage, 12, younger, running about, going, bang, 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 here.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so I decided, you know what, I wanted to join the TA, but I was too young at the time. I was 12-year-old. So there
Oh,
was the ACF, which is the Army Cadet Force. So I joined that when I was 12-year-old. But you could only basically stay there till you were about 18. Um,
okay.
so I finished up when I was about 18, but in between 12 and 18, I had done things like rifle training. I'd done fieldcraft, which is all the different like crawling about the ground and all the hand gestures to say move forward, get down, and all these different things. We
Yeah,
done
yeah.
first aid, map reading, you name it. We done a lot in the cadets, and it was brilliant. I loved it. And then I got promoted to corporal, and that was an amazing day to get stripes. I was so chuffed. I got my corporal stripes, and then I was a corporal for a while, and then I hit 18, and I was away to get out my pass out parade, which is the parade where you get saying, right, you get your certificate and that, and you leave.
Yeah, yeah.
And my sergeant major at the time, Sergeant Major Don, came up to me before I went up, and he says, "We're going to ask you something out in your pass out parade. We're just warning you in advance so you don't freak out or anything." And I was like, "All right." He says, "But it's totally up to yourself what the answer is." And I was like, "Right, no bother." He says, "But we're just giving you the heads up." And I was like, "Right." So they were standing there, and they said, "Cadet, corporal, blah blah blah, up you come." So up I went. So I'm standing there, congratulations, shaking all their hands, and that got to the end where it was my sergeant major, and he turned around and goes, "Right, we're going to ask you this. Would you like to come back as an adult instructor?" And I stood there, gobsmacked, and went, "What?" They went, "We want you to come back as an adult instructor." And I was
Wow.
like, "All right." He says, "And if you take this, what's your answer?" And I was like, "Well," and I was gobsmacked. The words didn't come out. I was like, "Bleh."
Yeah.
And I turned around and went, "Yeah, I would love to come back." So I saluted them, shook his hand, and I was away to walk away. And he turned around and went, "Well, while you're here," and they said, "Congratulations to blah, blah, blah. Here is your sergeant stripes." He's now official sergeant, adult instructor. So
No way.
I got promoted to a sergeant, and I actually regret, I actually regret that I made sergeant. And he said, because I suffer from dyslexia as well,
Yeah.
it's hard. It was hard. I mean, say to some of the stuff we sort of see things sort of differently than a normal person would.
Hmm.
We sort of struggle with words and maths and things like that. Um, and to get that achievement as somebody being dyslexic, I was like, wow, you know.
Well, that's
So
incredible.
I went back and was a sergeant for a while. I done rifle training. I passed my marksman 1 and 2, which was awesome. Using a sniper rifle was sweet. But that was my marksman too. But then I done like for more first aid training, teaching other people like what I got taught. Like how to use a rifle, how to clean the rifle, how to shine your boots, how to respect, how just mold this person. And it was amazing. I loved the Army Cadets, but unfortunately, due to an injury when I was younger as well, it's came back and bit me in the backside really bad.
Oh
I
no.
had a hit and run when I was about 15, 16.
Wait. What? You had a hit and run?
Yeah, when I was still at school, I'd done a paper run. Everybody's like, "Oh, let's get money for a drink at the weekend." you know, so I got a paper run, and I don't condole that, people. I don't condole that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's what I did, but don't condole it. So I got a paper run, and I was on the way back from my round, and this guy came out of nowhere. I was on my bike, and he smacked the back end of me. And there, Gamerhood went flying lessons. The bike went round my leg and all the rest of it. Knocked myself out. Woke up and there was two workies, like worker guys, standing
Yeah.
there looking at me, going, "You all right?" I'm sitting there going, "What happened?" I hadn't a clue what happened. Um, but I damaged my leg really badly. I broke my leg as well.
Oh no.
Um, so it was really, really nasty. I was off school for long enough, like high school. I'm sure I was off for about nearly a year till my leg healed properly. But I was getting like my whole like schoolwork came to the house. Like one of my pals very kindly decided to bring my schoolwork to me from the
Jeez.
teachers. But yeah, that sort of played a effect on me, and it sort of played up a lot when I was in the cadets as well. So I started doing a lot of classwork when as well, like doing all the classwork, like the map reading, rifle training. I didn't really go out much on the field after that, like the fieldcraft stuff, because I
She
couldn't.
was, she was more of the like the office kind of
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that you like hit and run, hit by a car, and Like
Yeah, well,
I can seriously relate to you on that. With you know saying you took like a year off with your broken leg. Like I was in plaster in both arms at the same time for 6 months.
oh damn.
And then they knitted my arms back wrong, so they had to re-break my arms and had to do a further 3 months in plaster.
Oof, that's
So
nasty.
9 months in plaster, from my basically just below my shoulder down
Yeah,
to my wrist. So I can relate, man. And oh god, that would have.
it
I
was a
don't wish that
nightmare.
upon anybody.
No, it was a nightmare, especially when you had an itch and you couldn't do nothing. You were sitting there cracking up, going, "I can't do nothing."
So what do you see yourself doing on the platform of YouTube now that you've done all that in your life? You know, you've done all your charities and you do all the kids' parties. You do YouTube and Minecraft and gaming and stuff like that. Um, where can you see yourself in the next 12 months by doing all that sort of stuff on the channel? Do you see yourself continuing doing all that sort of stuff for the channel, or
Oh yeah, definitely. I would love to bring more charity stuff to the like the more out and about stuff with Gamerhood. I would love to do that as well as the games and the statues and stuff. Um, I mean, say I've got an ace up my sleeve with one out and about, but I'm going to keep that stummed now.
yeah,
But that there's a big out and about coming soon. It'll be about next year. So that's going to be a good one, hopefully.
well, that'll be
Keep
interesting to
the
see that.
content coming, you know. So yeah, just keep doing what I'm doing, and just hopefully fire out, as I said, more charity stuff and out and about, as I said. Just keep basically doing what I'm doing. Keep everybody
Nice.
happy.
So, and what? Look, I got another question here, right? And I've been meaning to ask this to other people as well, but I changed the question around in a small about way. But
Mhm.
what would you add to Minecraft, or take away from the actual Minecraft game to make it better in your experience?
All right, Minecraft. There's a lot with Minecraft. I love the game. I really do. I love it. But it's a shame on the console because I'm on PlayStation 4. We're
Mm-hmm.
limited to what we can do, and I would love World Edit. See you guys in your World Edit. Oh man, you just go boom there, move that there, move that there. You know, you just click on things and move stuff. I'm sitting there for hours building silly wee things, but
Yeah, it's
yeah,
block by block, isn't it?
yeah, World Edit. I would love them to bring World Edit to console. I really would, or something similar. You know,
Yeah.
and also to make your own skins. You know, your own wee character. I would
Oh
love to do
yeah.
that. Oh, excuse me. I think that would be fantastic. Bring, because I think you can do it on Pocket Edition.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can do that, but make your own wee skins. I think that would be awesome. Make personalize your own wee Minecrafter. Like you could have a wee Gamerhood guy running about, or a wee Zarius running about. You know, things like that.
Yeah.
Um, and full, and I mean full cross-platform with anything. You know, PlayStation, PC, all getting together and just able to play. I think that would
Yeah.
be amazing. Bring the community together, like get a bigger community to of Minecrafters and YouTubers, and just whap them together. It would be, I think that would be amazing, man.
It would be good to cross platform all in one. That would be good. I mean, there'll be
Yeah,
so much you can learn from so many people being just standing next to them and watching them.
exactly.
So you
Yeah,
can take different angles and stuff like that, and communication by talking to them, and that would be good. That would be good.
yeah, that would be amazing to see.
So, if you had to start your channel all over again, right?
hmm
Would you do anything differently? Would you keep it the same? Would you tweak a couple of things, take a things out, or add more stuff in? What would you
Definitely.
do?
There's a few things, like a few of my older videos.
Yeah.
Well, see, when I look at them, I'm embarrassed. I'm like, did I do that? But you
So you've got a couple of baddies as well.
yeah, there's a few. Like,
Yeah,
but that's to be expected. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was going to become of YouTube. I wasn't expecting like subscribers, and to be fair, I didn't even know what that was. I just saw it going up. I was like, "What's that?" You know, I didn't have a clue what it was. And then there
yeah,
was folk commenting, and then I'm like, "What? Folk can do that?" See, I didn't know much about YouTube apart from you watched it and that was it. You know. And then when the video was finished, you communicated afterwards, like, "Oh, I loved the content," or Ken, I didn't know you could do it live, and well, I knew you could do it live, but I didn't know you can communicate while it was live, if you know what I mean. I know that
yeah.
sounds so stupid, but that was me. But yeah, there's a few the older stuff I would probably go take a real look at and go, no, just leave them.
Just
Um,
leave it.
yeah, pretty much.
And what goals have you set for yourself on the platform of YouTube? Like, what would you like to achieve in your career as a YouTuber?
Well, as I said before, keep putting out really good content for people, or well, I think it's good content, but you never know. Folk might not think that. And also just keep putting the content out there. Keep just inspiring the next generation of YouTubers. You know,
Yeah,
because there's going to be like I don't know, my kids could grow up to be YouTubers, or your kids, you know, or other folks' kids could grow up to be YouTubers. You know, just takes sort of go, you know, just that confidence for them, you know. And also, I wouldn't mind getting a play button, but that's, you know, that's a way down the list. But if I got one, I got one. But just the play button would just show a bit of achievement, you know. But to
yeah.
see the next generation of YouTubers and them turning around and saying, well, such and such inspired me, or, you know, like Zarius inspired me, or Gamerhood inspired me, or Dakar, you know, things like that.
Hmm.
That would be an achievement as well. If they, that would be fantastic, you know.
Yeah. No, I see where you're coming from. Like I was talking to Jester Wish the other day. I spoke to Smithers Boss today, and we're talking about, because I asked pretty much the same question. What would you do differently? Would you keep things the same? Where would you like to see yourself in 12 months? And Jester Wish's answer was, I'd like to see it in 40 years, have that play button and be asked, oh, what's this about? And Smithers Boss today, he said that he would like to look back and look at the achievements that he's accomplished and keep moving forward,
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know. But that's a good answer, man. That you want to set an example and set a goal for the next generation. I think that is friggin' awesome attitude and a very, very positive way to look at it. By running the channel, so you're not just like all for yourself. You're actually trying to help all the other people create new content and be part of the community.
Yeah, get a big
That's
YouTube community going, you know. I think because if you get a big community going like that, it's just like a big family, you know. Just
yeah,
and that's what it is. It's basically a huge family, and that's what it is. Get inspire the next gen, you know. That's what it is. I mean, say yeah, the subscribers are a bonus at the end of the day, but it's not the main thing. You know, I don't do it. That's not the main thing I do it for. I do it for myself and my kids and well, my subscribers. You know, and as I said, to inspire the next generation.
and if they come to your channel and they enjoy it, they stick around and watch. If they don't, then like move on, sort of thing. Gee, that is a great attitude to have, man. I mean, once again, talking to the other people I've spoken to, they say you've got to have like a thick skin for this
Yeah,
kind of work. I mean, you get trolls, you get some decent people coming in and giving you positive feedback, and then you have the people coming in and saying, "Oh, this is crap," or "You could do better here." But you take it all on the chin,
yep,
and you just keep pushing forward. But your attitude towards that, about the next generation, and that is absolutely great. And which leads me to the next question here, is what advice would you give people who are actually interested in starting a YouTube channel? If it'll be gaming, if it'll be podcasting, if it'll be Minecrafting, documentaries, what could you leave here today to inspire or help stir a person into that direction of creating a YouTube channel?
What I would say, to be honest, is YouTube is a scary place. It really is. I mean, say all the content out there, it is a battle. It really is a battle. But go for it. Go for it. That is what I can say. Because when as I said, I started off, I was scared. I was scared to put content out there, and all the rest of it. I was just like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. But to be honest, it was you guys. You know, it was you guys that inspired me. It was Jester Wish, you, Lord Dakar. You know, you gave me that sort of boost and confidence. I was like, well, they can do it. Well, I could try it, you know, and I did, and I came up with so many different names for myself. It was really unreal.
Yeah.
And it was actually, weirdly enough, Mrs. G actually came up with the name of Gamerhood, and it stuck. And well,
you're gonna have to tell us now what was the names you were going through before you come up with the Gamerhood.
oh, there was like the Brotherhood of Gaming. There was, I think it was Crazy Gamer or something. There was just, I can't even remember all of them, but there was all these daft ones, you know. And looking back at them and going, nah. I think it was actually Psycho Gamer was one of them as well. I was like, but yeah, that wouldn't go down too well. But yeah, Gamerhood finally got there, and with the help of my mentor, which I'm talking to right now, I got to where I am, and with the help from others, Mrs. G and Blood Rose and that, Gamerhood was born, you know. So yeah, go for it. Yeah, as I said, it's scary, but do it. Do it for the love of what you want to do. You know, if it's gaming, do it. If it's, I don't know, going around and out and about like I've done and vlog stuff like, I don't know, antiques or whatever, on you go, do it. Cooking show, whatever. Any of them, go for it, because you will get folk that are interested. It might take a while. I mean, say the content you put out, do it. I would do it, you know. Um, yeah, just go for it. That's all I
Awesome.
can say. Just go for it.
Awesome stuff. Well, Gamerhood, thank you so much for coming along today and being part of this TubeCast. I really appreciate it, man. So thank you so much for joining us.
Anytime, anytime.
And be sure, guys, for the watchers here, be sure to go check out the Gamerhood. This link will be in the description down below. Be sure to go and show some love over there. 270 subscribers. Let's get him up to 500. To the halfway 1,000 mark. He puts out all the good Minecraft content and gaming live streams. It's awesome to watch. But G, thanks again, man. Really appreciate you coming along today.
Anytime, brother.
And we shall see you all on the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.